Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about something that I've been meaning to do for a while, like all of my videos, to be honest. But today I want to talk to you guys about some brands that are not cruelty-free that you might have thought are actually cruelty-free, and that I actually at one point have probably thought that they were cruelty-free as well. I've been vegan for 11 years, and when I first went cruelty-free, I tried to like start incorporating more cruelty-free products when I was really young. So around 16, I tried to buy only cruelty-free, and back then I would use only what was available at the time, which was like nothing, because I am 31, y'all. I am 31 and a half. So like when I was 16, that was a long time ago, and like I didn't really have like a high quality internet at the time, so we also didn't have like smartphones, so we wouldn't go into a store and then have a smartphone and you know, just pull it out and see if a brand is cruelty free. No, that did not exist. So that didn't really exist, so you had to be a little bit more mindful, I guess you could say, when you would go to a store and try to find something that is cruelty free. So I would trust packaging like a lot. If something said cruelty free on it, I would most likely buy it and assume that it is cruelty free. Knowing now, you cannot trust packaging alone. A lot of products will say cruelty free on them, or they will say vegan, and just because something's vegan does not mean that the company is cruelty free. But anyway, a lot of brands will say cruelty free on the packaging when they are in fact not cruelty free. And it wasn't until I started doing this, like Instagram, YouTube and stuff, that I realized that there's a lot of brands that I thought were cruelty free. I thought I was doing like a good job at knowing what is cruelty free and what's not. And in reality, it wasn't until I started doing this until I really started realizing what brands were actually cruelty free, and knowing that the brands that I was supporting were not cruelty free, and to find alternatives for the products that I've been using for years and years. So I just want to preface that by saying that this is not a judgmental video. I am not coming at you telling you that you need to boycott these brands or whatever. I'm just telling you, friend to friend. It would be like if someone was coming to me and like just giving them like a helpful little reminder. I'm not going to judge you if you choose to purchase any of these products. I have a lot of friends who are not vegan, who are not cruelty free, and I do not send them any hate or any judgment for, you know, their choices. And I feel like if you want to be a change, then you have to come at people with compassion and not like you are beating them down for their own journey. Like, some people may love animals, but they still eat them, and that's okay because they are on their own journey. And just because someone is at a different point than you are does not mean that you can bash them down, because we've all been there before. Well, I'm sure like 99% of vegans were not vegan at some point in their life. People who are cruelty-free have not been cruelty-free sometime in their life. So that's what I wanted to say about that. But moving on to some brands that you guys may not know are not cruelty-free. I actually posted like a bunch of these on my Instagram last year. Like I did like a solid like month or so of just like posting brands that you would be surprised are not cruelty free, and the response I got from that was just like really well received, and people really appreciated it. I don't know why I stopped doing it. I really should start doing it again. It just felt like a little repetitive, but I'm going to talk about a lot of those same brands and then maybe add in some other ones that I thought, why not? So the first one I want to talk about that you may be surprised is not cruelty free is Victoria's Secret. They do test their, you know, people, when I say Victoria's Secret test on animals, people are like, oh, they're putting underwear on rabbits, like that's so cute. Like, no, that's not what's happening. What's happening is the chemicals that are going into their perfumes and their body care products and their makeup are actually being tested on animals. So it's not underwear. I'm not telling you guys that you need to go shop for your underwear elsewhere, because your money is ultimately supporting animal testing when you purchase from Victoria's Secret. But I will just be saying that there are way better companies out there to be supporting than Victoria's Secret. They are not only testing on animals, but they are also transphobic, and they do not look highly on body types that aren't the same super skinny supermodel body. So that's all I have to say about that. I don't think that Victoria's Secret is a great company to be supporting, but by all means, if that is your only option, like I said, I'm not here to tell you that what you're doing is bad. Like, I understand that we do not live in a perfect world and we cannot always make perfect choices. The next company that I want to tell you about test on animals is the company called OGX, and then of course I'll put like a picture for reference of all these companies up on the screen. But OGX is a brand that is sold in so many drugstores. It is so widely available, and unfortunately they do test on animals. I believe that their packaging and the fact that it looks very like organic, I think that's actually like what their company is like supposed to be, is like organic, like more natural. It actually tricks people into thinking they are cruelty free when they're not. Another one that for me, I was like personally like surprised by was Benefit. Now Benefit, I don't know if they have ever been cruelty free, but I just had this feeling, and I know like a lot of people always have this feeling that Benefit is cruelty free, and I think it might be by their packaging. I'm not really sure what it is. Maybe they had marketed themselves as cruelty. Oh, there's a monarch outside. Side note, there was an earthquake this morning in Los Angeles, and I'm just kind of like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, I thought I was fainting. I thought I was gonna fall on the floor. So that's where I'm at right now, and that's where my brain is at. So if I seem like a little like scatterbrained, I've been a little lightheaded since that happened. So just an FYI. So anyway, I don't know if Benefit has ever marketed themselves to be cruelty free, but they are sadly not cruelty free. Another one that was kind of shocking to me, because I see a lot of cruelty free YouTubers and people of that nature, I see them promoting this brand as being cruelty free, is Clarisonic. I know that people are thinking the same thing, like how can you test brushes on animals while they are taking the cleansers, the chemicals from the cleansers, their skincare line, and they are testing those on animals. So am I saying to throw out your Clarisonic? Absolutely not. Like, if you already bought it, the money is already going to the company that is testing on animals. But if you guys are looking into a Clarisonic and you are looking to support cruelty-free companies, there are a few brushes out there. I know that Michael Todd Beauty has one. I have it. They sent it to me in PR, and I do like it. I don't use it all the time, but I do like it. And then I know that there's like a few other companies that make similar products. But like I said, if you already have a Clarisonic, don't throw it away. That's just gonna create more waste in the landfill, and I don't think that's good for anyone. So one that is like had me a little shook, if I'm being honest, I was like going to the store I think one day, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna like look at this. I've been seeing like so many vegan people, so many cruelty-free people supporting this brand and like posting about them, and I am going to look into it. I'm gonna buy some. And then I think I was standing at Walgreens looking at them, and I'm like, oh cool, like it even says cruelty free on the package, which does not mean shit, and I should know that of all people. But I logged onto logicalharmony.net, which is my resource for all of these brands that I am getting my information from. If you guys don't know, I would highly recommend checking out Logical Harmony. They are amazing, but they are on Logical Harmony's avoid list, which, yeah, a lot of people use them, and it shocked me, probably shook you. I know a lot of people support them, and they actually are not cruelty free. So this is one that's like, I don't know why we all assumed that they were cruelty free, but Kiehls is not cruelty free. I don't really know much about them, but I don't know if they're like marketing themselves to be cruelty free or something, but it's one that was like shocking to me. I know that it's been shocking to a lot of other people, but they are not cruelty free. They are widely used in the YouTube and Instagram community, the beauty community. They love Kiehls, and I think that Kiehls actually works with like a lot of influencers, which is why they have so much hype on the internet, but they are not cruelty free. Ooh, this is a good one. Shea Moisture is not cruelty free. Okay, so I think the thing with them is that they were cruelty free at one point, and then they had been moved to Logical Harmony's avoid list. So I believe at one point in time they were cruelty free. They do have a ton of vegan options, and it really sucks because honestly that there aren't that many brands that cater to people of color and the texture of most of their hair types. It's just, you know, usually what you see in the stores is for white people, so that really sucks because this is like a widely available brand. But one that I do really like for my hair, and I know a lot of people who are of color who also like it for their hair, is Jane Carter Solution. They are all vegan, all cruelty free, and I believe black owned, which is freaking awesome, and they make some amazing products. They aren't as widely available as Shea Moisture because Shea Moisture, honestly, you can find them like everywhere, but Jane Carter Solution, they did have them at Target. I've seen them like a few other random places, maybe like CVS or Walgreens. I forgot exactly where. Okay, so one that I bought, okay, if I'm being real with you guys, I have spent so much money on this brand, and it's because they labeled a lot of their products as vegan, and this was like 10 years ago when it was like harder to find vegan options, and I was like, you know, I'm going to buy this. This is great. But this is the brand Ion. They are not cruelty free. I know, it sucks. But I actually yesterday just threw out like the last of the Ion products that I had. I have had some of their products for years and years and years and years, and I would spend my hard-earned money on them because it worked really well with my hair type. But I feel like I'm like finally at a point now where I am finding enough products that are vegan and cruelty-free and like actually cruelty-free that are working really well for my hair being so damaged and color treated and bleached that I decided to take the plunge and recycle all of the remaining products that I had in my collection. And yeah, it really sucks. They are sold at mostly Sally's, and they have so many products, and a lot of them are vegan, but unfortunately they test on animals. Here's one that's gonna be very painful. Bath and Body Works is not cruelty free. I know you want to punch me in the face for telling you if this is your first time finding out. Trust me, when someone first told me, I wasn't happy, so I get it. But there are other places that have similar type things to Bath and Body Works. I know that people really like their candles. There are so many more vegan candles on the market now. I know that Mrs. Meyer's has great candles. Define Me now has candles. There's a few other ones, but honestly, yeah, it's still kind of limited. People should really start making more vegan and cruelty-free candles. That would be really smart. But The Body Shop is cruelty-free. I believe they're owned by a parent company who tests on animals, but I'm not 100% sure. They have so many vegan products. Okay, so this is one that kind of shook me, and I believe that when I was buying them, they were cruelty-free, although they never may have been cruelty-free. They just marketed themselves as being cruelty-free, and that is St. Ives. I thought they were cruelty-free like way back when, I swore, and then all of a sudden they weren't cruelty-free anymore. And it may have just been they were marketing themselves as cruelty-free. They may have been testing on animals the entire time, but as far as I was concerned, they were cruelty-free, and when I found out they weren't cruelty-free, I was shook. Here's another one that makes a lot of people sad. Laura Mercier is not cruelty-free. There are so many dry shampoo brands that are not actually cruelty-free. One of them is Batiste, who cannot be considered cruelty-free. And then Freeman Beauty, they make the dry shampoo, and that also cannot be considered cruelty-free. And if you guys are wondering why these brands cannot be considered cruelty-free, it's not just of one single thing. It could be like a whole list of things where they may not be actually cruelty-free. Their suppliers could be testing on animals, they could be selling in China, they could be selling somewhere else, they could be, you know, it's just a lot of things. They could be paying for tests, they could be doing the tests themselves. You know, there's a lot when it comes to knowing if something is actually like 100% cruelty-free or not. Should I also say that Wet n Wild is no longer cruelty free. Yeah, that was a bummer. Okay, so I think I've talked for long enough about brands that are not cruelty free. If you guys are interested in an entire list of cruelty free brands, I would highly recommend checking out logicalharmony.net. They do so much work into curating their cruelty-free list. They also have a gray area list, a pending list, and a brands to avoid list. So it's very helpful if you are looking for any brand, and honestly, if a brand is not on her list and they're not willing to work with her, oh my god, the Monarch. Oh my god! Wow! But anyway, if you guys are interested in finding out more, I would definitely head over to logicalharmony.net. They are great. They put in so much work into their list, and if it's not on the Logical Harmony approved list, most of the time I do not trust that. I hope that this was helpful for you guys in some way or another. If you guys want me to make another one, let me know, or let me know what kind of video you guys would want to see in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. I am a smaller creator. I've been doing this for years, and honestly, your support helps me out so much, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.